Arthur's Puppet Theater presents Cinderella. Welcome to Arthur's Puppet Theater, where you choose what happens. First, choose who's playing each part. Who do you want to play the lead role?
I'm ready for this.
Who should be the fairy helper? Hey, thanks! Who should be the prince?
All right.
And that means Muffy is the narrator.
Cool.
And now, on with the show!
Arthur's Puppet Theater presents Cinderella, as directed by you. Once upon a time, there was a young lady named Cinderella. She lived with her stepmother and stepsisters, who happened to be of the evil sort. They made her do chores all day, and she was never allowed to have any fun. One night, Cinderella's stepfamily went to the royal ball. As usual, Cinderella had to stay home and clean. Suddenly, a fairy godmother appeared.
Poof! I'm here!
Ah! Who are you?
Why, I'm your fairy godmother, dearie. I'm here to get you to the royal ball.
Then the fairy godmother waved her magic wand at Cinderella and said,
Transformo outfitio!
and quicker than you can say fashion makeover, Cinderella's rags turned into a spacesuit. Space gear process is complete. Over. The fairy godmother waved her magic wand again and said,
Footweario fancimente!
and in the blink of an eye, Cinderella's old shoe was transformed into space boots. These are perfect for doing the moonwalk. Over. Finally, the fairy godmother waved her magic wand over a pumpkin and said,
Jack-o'-lanterna transporto!
and right before Cinderella's eyes, the pumpkin transformed into a rocket ship. Houston, we are ready for liftoff. Over.
Well, my job here is done, dearie. Have fun tonight. But remember, you must return by midnight, or else, well, gotta go. Disappeario myselfo! Poof!
Cinderella couldn't believe it. She was finally going to have some fun. She entered the rocket ship, counted 3, 2, 1, blast off, and flew to the royal ball. Cinderella was very excited as she entered the castle, and she soon caught the eye of none other than Prince Bot 5000. He walked up to Cinderella and asked,
Greetings, human. Are you programmed to dance as I am?
Cinderella didn't need to think twice before she said, Affirmative. We are cleared to bust a move. Over. Now, as it turns out, the two of them had such a wonderful time dancing that they lost track of the time. And suddenly, the clock began to strike 12.
You must return by midnight, or else, Ghostio disappeario!
Ground control, requesting we scrub this mission and go directly to blast off. Over.
Negative. Does not compute. Username not found. Engaging digital tears. Wah.
But Cinderella had already run off, losing one of her space boots along the way. Inside the castle walls, Cinderella heard the final stroke of midnight fade away. Suddenly, her spacesuit, her space boots, and her rocket ship all transformed back to their original form with a loud Cinderella exclaimed,
"Oh, what an amazing night! Dancing with the prince was such fun. It was a dream come true."
And so Cinderella walked home, thinking about everything that had happened that night. The next morning, the prince decided to search for his future princess, and he knew just where to start. His own ballroom.
Initiating search function. Scanning. Scanning. Still scanning. Error. File not found.
But the prince was determined, so he went on his way to search throughout the kingdom. Later that day, Cinderella was cleaning her stepfamily's house when she heard the knock on the door. It was the prince, and he was holding the missing space boot.
I have been searching both far and wide in equal amounts. My logic is this. If this fits your foot and you want to marry me, then I will be your husband.
Cinderella tried on the space boot, and of course, it fit.
I have located the only one who matches my search term, true love.
Me too. See you later, alligators.
So Cinderella and her prince returned to the palace and lived happily ever after. And the moral of this story is, if you ever have the chance to dance in a castle, do it. You never know who you might meet. The end.
Tap the play button to watch the show you made, or tap the new button to make a new story with different choices.